So until last week, Whitton was famous for being Ollie Muir's birthplace, but since last week, these roadworks are now officially the longest running roadworks in the UK. They had their 10th birthday last week. Some joker left a birthday cake for them. So there you go. The town where I currently live is now famous again. Right guys, welcome back to another video. It's so nice to be back out on the bike, on the Dyna as well. As you know from the last video, I briefly talked about the winter maintenance I've been doing. So the problem is in my garage, when I take one bike apart, if it's not wheelable, the wheels are off or major, I can't get the other bikes out past it, so I was sort of stuck. But we're back out again now. Done a couple of new leather bag projects. I've also put this tent in a bag, which you'll be able to see from the 360 camera behind me. Oh, these lights have been here for about a week. Yeah, so if you just want to enjoy a nice chilled out video, me camping, a few beers, something nice for dinner, then stick around. I'm going to be using my air tent again tonight. Tent that I used, I think it was a couple of videos ago. I made a new waxed canvas bag for it using some material I had, but I'm not in love with it, should I say, the bag, because it bulges out too much and digs into you while you're riding, so I might have to rethink that a little bit. But we're here now, so I'm going to get the tent set up. So this is the bag I made from wax canvas. If you remember the last time I used this tent, I was struggling to get it back into the manufacturer's bag in the morning. Yeah, when I was sat on it, it was sitting a bit too far forward, and that was pushing into my back, so on a longer journey it might not be ideal. But thinking about it, I wonder could I put it like that against the sissy bar? I'm not sure. Or do I need to fit another strap there to pull that tighter? I don't know. And then another thought occurred to me while I was putting it on the back of the bike yesterday. I've actually got an Oxford, like an aqua bag, which I bought and I think I've only used a couple of times because it just didn't really like it. But that might actually work well with it because it's a bit firmer, so it'll stop bulging out. I don't know, I'll see. But we'll get this up and I'll show you some of the other bags I made. Had a bit of an emotional moment there when I thought the connection on that foot pump wasn't going to fit. It was a bit of a schoolboy error on my part. I didn't check it out at home before I left. I was thinking I'm going to have to ride back and get it, Wouldn't have been a drama, it's only 4 mile away, but I remembered that the sorry, but luckily these valves on here are dual, so you can either have the big connection by unscrewing that or the smaller connection, he says. So let's, moment of truth. Oh. Right, you saw the the fun and games I was having. That pump, that's crap, that pump. That's like a cheap 10 quid job, I think, off Amazon or eBay. I've only got that pump. Stupidly I should have brought the other one, but I was really tight in space with all the beer I brought, so I'll struggle on with it. But I think in future I will be bringing the other proper stirrup pump for it. Unfortunately, guys, I think I'm gonna have to go home. I can't get enough air into the beams with that crap pump, so I think I'm gonna have to go home. And the other thing as well is my belt. I fit a new belt and I've just realized that it's far too slack, so I'll go home and sort it out and grab the other pump. What a nuisance. Anyway, I'll just take this bag off and leave it here. Nobody's going to be in here. Oh, what a pain in the arse. Still, never mind. It's better to test these things before you've ridden 100 and 200 miles and find that you can't put your tent up. So that's why I did want to give it another run. My own fault for not testing it at home, but you live and learn. Yeah, and also when I pulled up there and I thought, I looked at the belt, it was quite a bit slack, and also looks like the rear wheel needs just slightly aligning. You can always tell if the belt's one side of the rear pulley. So I'll get the Allen keys and give that a couple of turns. I've got a tensioning tool. It's like a little sort of, it looks like a little prong type thing, which you it has a gauge on the lower belt guard that you test it to, and I did do that, but I think it slackens up. Obviously it's a new belt, so it's going to. Also, we're putting a lot of weight on it. That lowers the springs, so also that takes a lot of the tension out of it, if that makes sense. Yeah, usually when you fit on new tyres, they reckon 100 miles or so to scrub them in, as they call them. It just helps build up the grip on them. But these actually feel pretty sure, if that are grippy. What we're actually crossing there is actually the River Blackwater, so where the tent is, the river runs behind it, that is the same river. And there used to be a railway in the 60s, I think it was closed, that run from Whittam to Malden, like a little, I think it was maybe just 1 or 2 carriages, a little diesel train, and you can actually follow the old rail trail. All the tracks are gone, obviously they've all been either removed or nicked for scrap, but you can follow the actual trail, and it takes you all the way down to the promenade at Malden. those trees actually you can see there, that's where the old railway would have run between them. So that building there, that's the old Blackwater Mill. That was built 400 odd years ago. And if you go up into the sort of attic way, you can still see the pegs for the guys' coats that used to work there. And that church, oh, I can't remember the name of it, but I've had a look around the graveyard. There's actually some Commonwealth war graves in there. Yeah, St Giles Church. Yeah, some proper old grave headstones in there. Yeah, that's the mill there. And the museum where we're going to be camping is back in here. So instead of coming down the hill, we've gone round the other way. This river here, that's the Blackwater again. That's it, guys. The palace. I love this tent, I've got to be honest. I know it was a bit of a faff sorting out the pump and that, but literally is a really, really good, well-built tent. I never seem to get this front one. It's always at a cockeyed angle. That's not blood, in case you see it. I think, unfortunately, what's happened when I've hung it up to dry in the shed, I've had a sponge with some red leather dye from an old bag I made carry a while ago, and it's obviously rested against it, which is a shame. There's no way of getting it off, but yeah, it is what it is. Right, time to get the kit in. This camp is rapidly turning into a farce. One of my beers is leaked, not very much, but it's leaked over my sleeping bag. Hopefully it hasn't got through to the inner. Oh man. A little bit, not too bad. Not too bad, could have been worse. Nice aroma of IPA when I've gone to bed. Don't matter how many times I put this together, I always put it the wrong way around. Finally, looking like I've got an organised camp. Just as it's finished, it's gone all grey. It wasn't forecast to rain, but if it does, that'll just sum up this whole camp. I'll show you the bags I made, I was telling you about before I get too comfortable with the beer. A well needed beer. So the first one I made, this tool bag. This, I'm not going to take it out because I'll never get it back in again. I will, but I can't be bothered. So putting this fairing on, it created a nice little space just above the headlight. So I made that bag out of some leather that I had left over, and it fits in nicely in there. I've put a waxed canvas liner in so it keeps it nice and dry. So you got your tools in there, punch your kit. I've got the puck for when you're putting your bike on soft ground. Yeah, pleased with that one. Next one is this bag, which you probably saw on the ride over, or the two rides over. It's actually a roll top bag, so you can clip it on there, and these straps, they fit underneath that and they go in the back of your sissy bar. Believe it or not, if I show you up close, some of you may recognise this. Yeah, it's an old army grip bag, old like sort of duffel bag, that's what they're called. When I was leaving the army years and years ago, I found a load of these were being chucked out. I don't know why, but I thought I'll have them, and that's what I did. And it had a load of like sort of marker pen on it where someone had written their name on it and their service number. So I've used fence paint to dye it. It'll probably all flake off after a bit, but I'm not too fussed about that. And then you've got a big shoulder strap on it. Oh, I'll have to loosen it off. And I put that buckle on it so you can put your selfie stick in there if you need to. And finally, and I'm really pleased with this one actually, you'll have seen this as I was riding over, this sling bag. So you can either wear it around your back, around your side, across your chest. I've made it with multiple compartments. So I've got my toothbrush, toothpaste in there for camps. Carry your phone in there, along with the Optimate adapter, so you can put your phone on, use it as sat nav. Got your batteries for your camera, so when you stop to change your camera batteries, you don't need to get on or off. And then in the back there's another pocket where I keep my SD card holder. Yeah, well pleased with this. Again, I made it all myself with leather. I had some 0.5, half a mil thick leather, so I decided just to make a little fringe just for a bit of decoration on it. So yeah, pleased with that one. Well, Green King IPA. This is the one that's leaked, so I better drink it first. I've got some designer hipster IPAs in my bag that I bought from the supermarket the other day, but I better have this one first. Cheers. Best part of the camp. Actually, I've only just reminded her, so one of my friends has texted me happy St. Patrick's Day, so sláinte. I should really be having a Guinness, shouldn't I? Not really fussed on things like that. Even dinner, I should have come up with more of an Irish themed dinner. We're having sausages and mash, or bangers and mash, as they're known locally. So glad to sit down. Yeah, a bit of a faff around with that pump, but this is why it's always a good idea, stuff like that, to test it out before you need to use it in anger. So yeah, I'm not sure what to do really with that bag, because I don't think it would have been really uncomfortable to ride a long distance with the way it was. I might try out that Oxford Aqua bag, or Aqua Sack, whatever it's called, get some use out of it. So as you'll have seen from my last video, and if you have been sort of following my last few videos, I've been talking a bit about my pal Terry, who lives down in Felixstowe. So this is Monday. On the Saturday just gone, Aaron Black, fellow YouTuber, actually check out his channel, really good videos on there, fellow Harley rider. He picked me up in his car and we went down. He wanted to meet Terry because he'd seen obviously my videos about him. So Terry is off in a couple of weeks. He's flying out to the US. He's going to pick his bike up. It's being shipped to Miami in a crate on a container ship. So he's going to pick it up from the docks at Miami, and he started his approximately 3-month ride around the US. So what he is doing is, I've lent him a couple of my cameras and he's been practicing with them. He's going to do a bit of video and upload it to the cloud, and then I'm downloading it my end and doing the editing. So I don't know how it's going to work out, to be honest, but I know it'll be fine. Whatever, it'll be nice for him actually, because he reckons this will be his last motorcycle trip, big one. I'm sure he won't mind you telling you he's in his mid-70s. I mean, that's just amazing, isn't it, really? when you think of, I think of my own parents who are the same age, and you know, I couldn't imagine, well, they never did anything like that. So fair play to him. So if I can do my little bit of putting stuff together so he has some memories and that, then I'm happy to do it. And also he's a really nice guy anyway. You've seen him, and that he's always very, very generous with his hospitality and everything like that. So looking forward to that. So I've booked all my rallies for this year. I have to book them well in advance because I got to book leave from work. I can't remember how many I've got. Most of them are new ones, different ones. As you know, I'm not doing the scruffy puppy. I can't face it without the dog, the Dolly. I booked a couple of weeks off work in July, and I was planning to ride over to Belfast. I know I've done it twice, so I wanted to mix it up a little bit. This was originally the plan. I'd ride to Holyhead in Wales, get the ferry to Dublin, ride from Dublin up to Belfast, spend a few days with family, then get the ferry to Scotland, and then spend a few days riding south back to Essex. If I'm honest, I don't think it's going to happen, not this year, because July's probably going to be, well, you don't know, do you? The divorce is being finalised. The actual marriage part of it is being finalised in a few weeks, and then they do the financial settlement. Again, there's no argument, nothing like that. But we have to have it in place so I can buy the house off Kerry. So I'll probably either be in the middle of conveyancing at that time, or I'll be finalising. Hopefully it'll be a nice smooth transaction, but you just don't know. And I said I'd help Kerry move out. She's, you know, got a lot of stuff there obviously, and also there's things I want to do around the house, so it might, I can't see a big road trip happening this year, unfortunately. But there'll be plenty of rallies, plenty of camps, overnighters, things like that. And then once I'm more settled next year in the house, I might look at doing a road trip. Doesn't feel right drinking pear cider when it's not in the summer, a nice warm day, but never mind. Cheers. Should get dinner on really, but I said I would make Steve, mate, work colleague, I said I would make him dinner because he's at work just over the way. But I'm waiting on him coming back to me to tell me that he's done his work, or he's got a chance to eat it before I put it on. And of course, because he's old and useless, he hasn't texted back yet. So he better do it too sooner, also I've had too many beers to be cooking. So nice and peaceful here, even though you can hear the road. It's just literally the other side of the trees there. It's still really, really nice just to come here, away from everything. The river's a good bit lower than what it was the last time I think I showed you it. I'm still thinking those two trees over there are set up just nicely for a hammock camp right beside the river. Still fancy the idea of doing an overnighter in this one of these sewer pipes. I think this one would be the one to do it in, because this one you've got houses, you'll see straight in there, or at least this one you've got a bit of privacy, something different. Oh, I tell you, I give up waiting on Steve texting. Hey, so I rang him there, he's in work. Guy's a moaning old git, all he's doing is moaning about how busy he is and this and that. I'm like, I'm offering to make him dinner. Anyway, right, so bangers and mash, potatoes and sausages. That's it. One of the simplest dinners you can make, and really nice actually. I'm also going to do mine with a bit of gravy and some onions as well. Any potato will do really. I think these are Maris Piper or all-rounders, I don't know. So the only time now I actually peel potatoes is if I'm doing mash or roast. potatoes. Any other type of potato, just leave the skin on. So I don't know if it's true or not, or whether it's an old wives' tale, but if you soak your potatoes for 15 minutes or so before you start cooking them, it gets rid of a lot of the starch. I don't know, that's something I always do. So I'm on my Brewdog Punk IPA. I really like this actually. It's got that, the hops give it some sort of grapefruity taste. Good bit of kit. So I've got an onion to chop. To be honest, it's only Steve and I. So I think this is quite a large onion, so we're probably not gonna do all of it. We'll see. Might as well just cook it and see how we get on. Potatoes are boiling, so let's crack on, get our... So the sausages I bought are actually from proper butchers and old-fashioned butchers in town. So I've got 3 different types. I've got the plain pork sausage, a Lincolnshire sausage, which don't ask me what the difference is, and also my favourite, what the local butcher makes, Welsh Dragon, which have got a bit of a spicy kick to them. Right, ridiculous amount of butter going in here, don't care. Buttery mash. Get your old potato masher or ricer or whatever you want to call it and go for it. So when I'm indoors at home, I use the food mixer to mash potatoes. You get really, really smooth potatoes from it. And I'll boil up some water for our onion gravy. So I use butter, some people use milk, it doesn't really matter. You just need something in to help get it a nice smooth consistency, well, as best you can. Look at him, look at his wee face, all excited for dinner.
Just a sports?
No, it's the diner. That's the one I had that apart. New wheels, new belts, new fork seals, everything I done. But the belt is, I came in earlier and I brought a little foot pump with me. I've used this tent once before, and the foot pump, I couldn't get enough pressure in it because it kept blowing out. So I had to go home, and I checked the belt. The belt was really slack. The new belt to put on. That's an air tent. You don't know what I'm talking about, do you?
No, cool. It's got air in it.
No, see the instead of the poles.
Right.
Feel them.
Blow them up.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. That's a proper dinner. I'm so looking forward to this, to be honest. Oh, that mash is really good actually. Very, very smooth. When it comes to sausages, the butchers definitely are right up there. You can taste the difference. Little post-dinner whiskey. Oh, cheers, sorry. I think that's Bushmills. I can't remember, it's been in that hip flask for so long. I think I brought it back from the last rally I was at. Woo! Yeah, the temperature is definitely dropping. So I've come, I'm not going to say come indoors, but come into the tent. And as you can see, I've got my light up there and a light up there. That's what I love about this tent. It's got little hook points and various bits and pieces. I know it's going to sound really sad, but you know when you get a tent and some of them feel really homely. This is how this one feels. So yeah, I think it's going to be me for the evening. I've got some stuff to watch on my phone. Yeah, so I've got all my thermal trousers and my sock thingies that you've seen before, and believe me, I need them. The oil started up as soon as I went in the tent, about 7ish, and then as soon as I put the camera out to try and capture some of the them hooting, they went all quiet or disappeared off to do their hunting for the night. Definitely a tawny owl started up first, and then there was a little owl. The tawnies are the ones that hoot, and the little owl is a sharp chirp. I'll leave you with some star trails for the night, and I'll see you in the morning. Night, folks.
Welcome to my dream. It's good to see you again. We can kick back now. The show has reached the end. Turn out the lights. It's late in the hour. Everything you love has all come home. Farewell for now, my friend. I'll see you around again.
Oh, I think I'm going to have a rethink about this tent. I love it, but it's, ever since it's come out of its original packaging, like most of these tents, you can't get it small enough again, and it's literally it's not easy to fold or roll either. It just bulks out. I don't know what to do. I didn't know it was a big tent when I bought it. Maybe it was I convinced myself rather than maybe I should have gone and seen it. I do like the idea of an air tent. It is very, very simple to put up, and you can put up a lot bigger, or a lot larger size of tent than what you would be able to if you had poles. I know they do. There is a smaller one. I'm not sure which. I think it's a Vango that I did look up. It didn't have the window or the separate sleeping compartment, but it might be revisiting that. We'll see. So I hope you enjoyed this video. It is nice to be back out camping, even though it was a bit of a bit of disaster to start off with. But that's the thing with camping and bikes. You've got to be quite stoical when it comes to stuff like that. Except they rough with the smooth sometimes. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you in the next one. As always, folks, ride often, ride safe.